Hey guys, how you doing? Checking in with everybody. Um, as usual, it's probably I don't know what time at night. Um, but I'm finally sitting down. So let's do this, right? Um, I hope you're all doing good and having a good week so far. Um, oh gosh, I went and did some things this weekend that were pretty fun. I thought I was going to there's a psychic fair coming up that they have here in the area, and I thought it was this past weekend, and I was wrong. It's a week away. So I just decided to go out to my local crystal shop, one of the local crystal shops, and then I took myself out to lunch and cleaned and organized around my house. And then Sunday I went with family to a concert at OCC Roadhouse. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that was a show, Orange County Choppers. Um, and here in the area, they have a restaurant and concert venue near the Harley Davidson dealership, like side by side. And they have a big outdoor concert venue or area. And it was super fun, actually. Good food, and I would definitely go back there, and a great band too. So yeah, fun weekend actually. Um, so anyway, at the supply shop, I found this so pretty. It's a card holder. Isn't it nice? Really pretty. It's a pretty one. I like it. So I grabbed this. I grabbed what else did I get? I got like a couple stickers. I got a crystal card holder. I didn't get any cards. I didn't see anything that like wowed me, so I just got a few things. So anyway, we're gonna be using this tonight. So I'm going to use a different um, deck tonight. Um, it's really a very beautiful box. The cards and everything, they're really pretty. It's called the Gilded Reverie Lenormand by, I'm never going to say this name right. I need to just go on and listen to the names. But it's like Ciro Marchetti. It's really pretty. It's all gold. It's like it's got gold lettering and stuff. Very romantic. And the box opens really nice. Then on top of that, the little booklet, little little dog on it. And then on top of that, the cards have like really pretty gold edges. This how the I guess you would say the back looks, and then just so you can see how pretty some of these uh, the artwork is. Very, it's got a romantic feel to it. See that? So they're just really their illustrations are art is this is dice, but it's just they're nice cards. Um, so I decided I was going to use them just because I wanted to change tonight. Really neat pictures, pretty artwork. I know this camera probably doesn't do them justice, but trust me when I tell you they are very pretty. And on the smaller side, which I like because it looks like I have like long fingers. Well, I guess I do have long fingers, but I don't have big hands. So I handle uh, smaller cards better personally. And these are slick, so I like the way they um, I like the way they move and stuff. I don't really bend my cards. I'm probably the Virgo in me. I'm picky, so I like to keep them like very, you know, perfect. So I more do this because I just feel like it keeps my cards in nice condition. So, we're all different. But, if I like a deck or basically anything else in my life, I'm gonna take care of it, right? Anyway, we're gonna use those tonight. These, I should say. Most High, I ask that you protect our space and my guides and my angels and my ancestors protect us and give us a good message for, give us some wisdom to grow and be the best people we can be here right now, okay, in this space and time. And just give us wisdom. So, Alice in Wonderland Oracle. I'm going to do 2 of these. Okay. So, I'm not exactly sure what the topic is going to be. I can tell you that I did hear something very discouraging. Usually take things from from my day out and about. Masculines, can I ask you why you guys do this to each other? Because, these are all things that cause uh, negativity, in the world in general, and then also in dating or marriage or any kind of partnership. So I hear this guy, this young guy, youngish, like, let's say 25 to 30, chatting on the phone with someone else, apparently another guy, making fun of their other friend. I just caught it briefly, but I knew what they were doing. Making fun of their other friend. Oh, yeah, because every time, so and so, whatever girl gets brought up, he just acts like a little kid. He gets all giddy. So what? Why are you hating on uh why are you hating on a man or a guy for getting excited about having feelings for a girl, like, in any shape or fashion? It's okay. So you're saying that what, they should just treat the girls and women like trash? They shouldn't have feelings for them? They shouldn't feel happy inside that maybe they're finding somebody that they, might have some genuine feelings for, or at the very least, want to spend time with? Stop doing that to each other. It's it's jealousy, number one, because misery loves company. So you would prefer your friend to be miserable or out being a body hopper. That's is that more appropriate than actually caring about somebody and getting excited about spending time with a girl? It's ridiculous, and that's offensive. And I see the mindset. We need to break these stereotypes. Why not give your friend, props, and be happy that they're around someone that they like, except for the fact that you're a jealous hater. You're a jealous, miserable hater. And you either probably don't have anyone in your life, or you probably have somebody that you're miserable with in your life. Why? Because you're just choosing to be with anybody, right? That's right. So, I don't know if the message is going to contain something about that. Um, So this will be a collective. So it'll be for, you know, it's not going to be, it's going to be for anyone who wants to listen. That was just, oh, my necklace is caught on my, actually caught on my dress. Wow. Anyway, I don't want to ruin my dress with this. I'm about to take this thing off. I like this. I just got this. It's cute, isn't it? Anyway, felt like being fancy. Not up here. This size, I always do like a mixture of casual and fancy. It's my thing. Never 100% fancy. I'm just not that. Well, you know what? I'm gonna give myself credit. I feel like I can throw casual and fancy together and make it pop. So, you know, tomboy in me. Anyway, what else? I don't know. It's late night as usual, so just random chatter. If you don't mind to support me, if you watch this, could you like it or share it so other people could maybe start tuning in? Because, you know, I really enjoy doing this. It's, you know, it's therapeutic, hopefully for me and for anybody who watches it. Um, and hopefully, you know, you get something out of it to help us all grow. But it's really slow going, and I'm fine with that. This isn't about like a financial or whatever, you know. Maybe on down the line, if that's the case, great. But you know, it takes a lot of time to set all this up and try to look halfway decent to be up here, you know, late at night after a long work day to spread messages, hopefully for the positive, for, you know, this community and, you know, humanity. And the year 2025, when there's so much chaos and negativity and toxic feminine, toxic masculine, toxic sexuality, toxic mindsets, you know, toxic relationships, a lot, you know. So the point is to try to get us to start raising up our mindset and vibration, you know, towards each other, towards all different kind of topics. You know, sometimes they're going to be serious, sometimes they may be things I've experienced, because I've experienced a lot of things in life and I want to share them for other people who need to hear the message, you know, who may be going through some really rough times, or, you know, domestic issues and toxic relationships and childhood uh, trauma, you know, abuse of any sort. It's what I am up here for. But anyway, the point of the story is if you could like it or share it with somebody else who may need those messages, it can help my channel grow. It takes a lot. It takes my energy to do this, even though I know you're not asking for it. It was my choice. I would like to see an equal exchange of some energy back if you're watching what I'm taking the time to put out, to like or um, like or share the video. That'd be kind. Okay. Thank you. All right. We're gonna get one witching hour oracle for the middle. Familiar. This is, all my cards are pretty. I like pretty cards. Familiar. That's cute. I like that one with the little fox. Okay. Let's get this moving because it's getting late. I'm hungry. At least want a bowl of cereal. Or maybe a cold piece of pizza. I don't usually do cold pizza, but I don't know why. I had to move for it. Probably because it's so hot out here. Oh my gosh. Easily feels like over 100 degrees here. When you walk out at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's like a pure burst of uh, wave of just humid, hot air. I'm talking about first thing in the morning. It is rough at this time. Real rough. I don't. I used to like it when I was a kid, and I do not like it anymore. I try to stay indoors as much as possible, or okay, this one. I don't know if you can see this one, but I know YouTube's picky about what's on the cards. Excuse me, my nose, as usual. That's another thing. We have pollen like wild. Oh, Florida. Love-hate relationship. I hope you can hear me. My roommate's sleeping, trying not to be rude. Even though, to be quite honest, when I'm exhausted and I come home and I lay down, they don't mind disrupting me. But what are we doing again? What are we doing collective? We're being a bigger person. Put out the type of energy you would like to get back. I'm trying to do. Okay, so turn up your volume until I get a real microphone. I just have so much in this little space right now that I'm sharing with someone that I feel like adding one more thing is just too much at this point. I'm trying to work off of this and a device that's a little distance away, so I'm sorry. Just maybe you can hear it with earbuds or turn it up until, I can fix that situation. Right now, this is the way it goes. No offense. Okay. Anyway, let's get to it. All right. I don't know. We're going to see what it says. Might be something about the subject that I brought up earlier. Which I guess would be based around, definitely based around toxic masculinity. Yeah. But let's not say masculinity, because I don't want men to think I'm always bashing them. I know there's some wonderful men out there. Do not get me wrong. A lot that aren't. It's not that I'm making up. It's just things I hear. Goes for the feminine too. All right. Let's just say a toxic mindset about dating and sexuality and love in general, and how people want to see you be miserable. They don't want to see you be happy. You're rarely going to find a time when you mention being head over heels in love and your friends, or even a lot of times your family's like, oh, that's so awesome. So good for you. Usually they're going to make like a snide comment based around their misery, unfortunately. Doesn't matter if it's your friends, your home boys, your girls, even your parents. Just be realistic. So let's see what this says. Okay. Okay, so this one goes by, well, I'll show you the card. I can't see through these glasses unless I put them down, so it's the first one, which is this one goes by like the rider, the clover. It's a little different. So let's figure out which one this one is. Flowers. It must be flowers. Yes, number 9, flowers. That's the first one. It says, beauty and a happy face is what I bring. I am the gift that warms your heart. I am your recovery and your well being. No matter what card is before me, I will always change it positively. That's good. What it is what is it like when someone gives you a gift? This card is the fragrant smell of joy and happiness, a show of appreciation that could be on its way. The image here of a bouquet of pink tulips, I thought it was roses, but it's tulips, speaks the language of flowers. In the Victorian era, flowers were used as a medium of communication. They became the code of lovers, a perfect way to covertly express love, passion, and appreciation. Long before the Victorian period, the highly valued tulip was considered so desirable it included a phenomenon known as tulipmania. Thus, the presence of this card signifies a valuable gift that is to be given or received. That the label here contains the name of the deck is a nod to earlier decks that often had the publisher stamp embossed on one of the cards. Oh, I see. Gilded Reverie is on the card of the flowers. Not too sure. Greatest. See at the bottom, down there. Anyway, when combined with a card such as the writer or the letter, the flowers card may serve as a beautiful invitation. If also combined with the park, it would be an invitation to a party. If it were the tower, it might mean a more unwelcome invitation to a hospital appointment. At least you will get flowers in your room. So with this deck, you can use it. It's like it's used differently. They're all different. This one has to do with like the card can change the meaning um, due to the card before it or after it. But this doesn't combine with this. So we're just going to do these straight messages. So basically, that's what this is. It's a message, pretty much, or a gift, or a code of lovers. Okay, maybe a gift or a message of love. Let's put it that way. All right, moving on. 17, and I believe this is the storks. With movements, upgrades, and improvements, I spring in the change of seasons. Sometimes my symbol stands for a new family addition or simply a new state of evolution. I can be your move or your next promotion. Excuse me, my nose. The stork is a predictable creature, even though it is fabled to bring change, for example, with the delivery of a child. In reality, it returns home like clockwork to the same nest every year. So that's nice. It always goes back home. The stork is a very favored creature and is looked upon with affection. Its return to the nest at springtime is the reason for association with birth and delivery. Okay. Which is very much its meaning in the Lenormand system. It will bring news for sure, particularly combined with the letter. We don't have that. The picture depicts a pair of storks at home in their nest. The blazing sun breaking through the clouds. They are looking up towards the life-giving sun, one of the other cards in the Lenormand deck. So it's the process of birth and life and then death brings inevitable change. Depending on the cards around the stork, it is a lifestyle change. For example, combined with the house might mean a change of dwelling. I'm pretty sure we do have. Gosh, my nose. These candles are aggravating my nose. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. This might be the house. Anyway, so we have a message of love And then we have the Stork, which is a new family addition, a new home, a work promotion, and I don't know, maybe even loyalty and family going back to the nest. Then we have this one. I have to cover her. She's got her breast showing. 29 is, we'll pull it all together. I always do. I'm learning. Remember, everybody, I'm learning. But this isn't so important as the message that it brings from my guides and the Most High, Source, God, about the subject. It's just kind of a way to put it all together instead of it just being my opinion, right? Nobody just needs my opinion all the time. Okay, so this one's called The Lady. I could be you, the reader, me, or the female subject of your reading. As with the second man, the expanded Reverie deck includes an additional lady card, which I think this is. This vision shows a powerful and elegant woman looking out a window to the right of the card. She has a draped red robe, and between her breasts she clutches the feminine symbol of Venus. Okay. The light shines in through the window, emphasizing her strong features. She is the embodiment of feminine power. Okay. All right. So, messages, love, family, work promotions, um, possibly addition to family, home, new homes, um, possibly, I don't know, like I said, like stability of family, um, the embodiment of feminine power, and then 12. Let's see what we can get out of all of this. I'll get help from my guides. Oh, this isn't the house. This is the birds. Number 12. A phone call, a text, or a date. That is how I communicate. I am in meetings or interviews. I like to negotiate. I can be your sibling, your lover, or mate. Couples is what I indicate. Okay. This card may be symbolic of jabber, gossip, or the passing of information of a positive kind, as ever dependent on the cards in which company it is found. Many choices together are louder than one. It is also the modern view of crowdsourcing or mass communication. You got messages, but they both seem to be positive. It can be as simple as an announcement that travels quickly or distributed widely, especially. This too is the ever-growing world of Facebook and Twitter communication. The card may mean literal tweeting. There may, however, be miscommunication with the Chinese whispers effect. In fairy tales, characters are sometimes given the ability to understand the language of the birds, and it could be that the card signifies a misunderstanding, particularly when combined with the birch. We don't have that, so basically messages. A phone call, a text, interviews, messages. Okay. So I mean, I would say messages of love, uh, just anything positive for the most part. about the message that or about the subject I brought up about toxic relationships and the possibility of the guys not not approving of their friend being excited and you know happy and respectful of a new partner or a girl that he likes. um, I would say that what we're doing is we're sending out messages about being loving, right? Being loving, approving of stable family and love relationships, respecting and appreciating feminine power and the female in general, and not listening to the gossip of these big dodos who are haters, who want to try to turn you against the partner that you like and make you feel stupid for even feeling love or interest in another human being because they're miserable in their own life. And they're also representing toxic masculinity. Okay. Yeah, that's the exact message. Thank you. Thank you, Most High. That was on target. All right, moving on. Now let's see what our oracles tell us. Okay, let's do the Alice in Wonderland first. We have Painted Roses. I forgot to clear. I always like to do a little Florida water. Okay. Painted Roses. Okay. Let's see how this combines. Painted Roses. In the story In the Garden of the Queen of Hearts, Alice met 3 playing card shaped gardeners who were putting red paint on white roses. The reason um, the reason for this was that the queen only wanted red roses in her garden, and the poor gardeners, having planted white roses by mistake, risked having their heads cut off in punishment. Perfection and impeccability are not of this world. Everyone makes mistakes. So rudely interrupted by the cats. Okay, anyway. They're nosy. I love them very, very much. But you know, cats, they have to see what's going on. Perfection and impeccability are not of this world. Everyone makes mistakes, and it is an interesting as well as enlightening part of life. You should not be punished out of proportion when making errors, but should that happen, it's time to reconsider the way your job family relationship works and drastically readjust your life to bring back more balance, compassion, and delight. That's what I mean. Stop with all this toxic stuff about love. Stop making people feel stupid for having romantic feelings. This cat's gonna make me crazy. Heidi, you are so nosy. Anyway, yeah. Key question: what is your current driving force? Are you acting out of duty, out of joy, out of fear, or out of love? I'm acting out of love. I am also acting out of duty because I think it's time that we start talking about this subject of all the toxic things that we are living with. I'm just going to come in here again. Again, maybe I can get through this. I'm acting out of love and duty to raise the thought process of what it means to be interacting with each other. And I don't care what I don't care if it's same sex, whatever, okay? Love, respect, and being with someone you genuinely care about. Not just a body to put next to you because you're bored and you're lonely and you don't know how to spend time by yourself. That is the most unhealthy thing on planet Earth. You cannot be by yourself and be happy and be whole. You cannot be happy and whole with another person. So what are you going to do? You're going to be disrespectful. You're going to be miserable. And then you're going to want everybody else around you to be on that same disrespectful, disgusting, miserable boat. And so that's when you're going to make fun of other people for being in a happy relationship or feeling excited about being in love. Okay. All right, moving on. Gosh, my eyes are so, my allergies. I just continuously have this. I don't know why I'm pointing that out. No one cares. I'm a Virgo. Okay, anyway. The next one is a queer looking party. Ay, 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 ay. Not to mention I'm exhausted. That doesn't help. I get about 3 hours of sleep a night. Isn't that enough? Oh, here we go. In the story Coming Out from Her Own Ocean of Tears, Alice met a motley group of animals who were trying to dry off just like she was. Among them, the dodo recommended they should all do a caucus race, which consisted of running in circles without anyone winning or losing. However absurd the race may have sounded, they indeed found themselves dry in the end. Meaning, sometimes the best solution to a problem is not the most logical, nor the one you were taught to address nor the one you were taught to address this kind of situation. Originality, or better yet, eccentricity, could prove to be very successful, very useful now. Do not dismiss too quickly what may seem wacky at first glance. Keep an open mind and put the proposal to the test before rejecting it, even if it looks crazy at first glance. Key question. The plan may look weird and unusual, but are you willing to give it a try and just see how it goes? Yeah, I'm willing. I'm willing to be the odd man out. I'm willing to be what, a lot of people consider a nerd, for having more pure intentions and not wanting to be treated like trash or treat people like trash. I'm not saying I've never been the bad guy, because I have. Never as to the super malicious point. Wait, is that the right word? Anyway, not like that, Selfish, yeah. I might have seen another shiny thing over there back in the day and went for the shiny thing and hurt another person. It's been done back to me multiple times. I'm not saying it's right. It is not right. And that's why I got it back. Point is that I'm willing to change my mindset. I'm willing to grow because I realize that those things were done out of my own traumas and what they say, sometimes hurt people, right? So let's be the odd man out and let's be happy about love and treating people right. Okay, let's do that. Okay, the last one is the familiar, deep bonds. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. That's what we want. We don't want superficial garbage just because we're bored or horny or I hate that word, whatever. You get it, right? I don't turned on. It's probably more appropriate. It sounds like I was from like 1980. I was like a 1980 teenager just then, right? That's funny. Familiar. Oh. Familiar keywords: companionship, deep bonds, lifelong connections. Yes. The connection between witch and familiar is a deep, fated-like bond. A familiar usually appears when a witch desires one, but also when a witch is ready to welcome this kind of bond into her life. And I need my cereal. My tummy's telling me, eat. But also when a witch is ready to welcome this kind of bond into their life. It takes growth until you're ready. I wasn't ready before. It's a favorable card for finding love and for those seeking richer relationships. Now may be a good time to seek the comfort and support of others. Pay special attention to new people coming into your life, as they have the potential to be lifelong connections. Good. You may feel a sense of familiarity as if you've known them for years, and perhaps you have. This person may have been a part of your story over the course of many lifetimes and is here once again to support you on your path. If you have inquired about a specific person, receiving this card is reassurance to trust them and to allow them into your heart. If you are already in a relationship, this is a sign of renewed respect and commitment. However, familiar comes with a gentle warning. The presence of this card merely means the connection is available to you. Meeting or having a soulmate connection doesn't mean your relationship will be easy or like a fairy tale. Be mindful to nurture this relationship to ensure its long-term health. Good message. You see, it takes a while, right? Because it's just how it works. But the message always comes together if it's meant to. And it usually does. Deep bonds, respect, love, real love, not, it doesn't even have to be love, okay? At the very least, mutual respect and care, okay? It doesn't have to be your forever person if you don't want it to be, but don't just be out there sleeping around and be trash. You're just trashing your body. You're spreading diseases or picking them up. You're spreading sexual attachments when you sleep with people, especially dark people, people that are in their low vibration. You are going to have those attachments, and it's not just those people, it's all the other people they're dealing with. You don't want to go down that road. You will wonder why you feel horrible, like why you feel like the life is being sucked out of you. Well, because you just slept with them in the 50 demons they slept with before you. Okay, it's demon attachments. It's low vibration. You're just hopping from partner to partner. There's not a road to go down. Stay away from me. Okay, I've already been through those kind of people before. It's nothing I want. No, thank you. No. Raise up. Raise up. Okay, some initials. F, C, B, Q, Y, I, and Z. Might mean something to you. Okay. hey, I mean, that's it. Good message. Love and respect. Men and women, raise your friends up. Pat them on the back when they have the luxury of finding somebody they're interested in. It is not easy in this world. Let them enjoy themselves. Stop being haters. Stop being jealous. Pathetic losers who just want other people to be on the misery train with them. And if you better pay close attention. If listen, in some of my dealings, I've had partners who have gotten whole teams of people to go against me that I don't even know, that I do not even know them, or if I know them very briefly. These people knew nothing about me, and they were so ready to jump on that hate train to slander me, and they don't know anything about me other than what that partner said about me, which was their own projections, probably of their own darkness upon me. So I've been there. I've been there. While I find that bizarre, childish, and highly toxic, not to mention, in my opinion, for men to sit around and gossip like that is also more of a feminine trait than a masculine trait. I mean, I know most guys I know don't want to sit on their phone with their friends and gossip about that kind of crap. Hunting, fishing, and sports and whatnot, but that's a little uh, questionable. You know what I mean? It's odd behavior, actually, and just toxic behavior in general. You know, my opinion. You know, I would more likely see, you know, a group of women sitting around on the phone gossiping about that kind of stuff than a group of masculines. But the point of the story is apparently they're all either acting out of their feminine nature, um, a little bit more so, and also they're highly toxic and miserable. They just want to jump on the hate train for no apparent reason other than that they're just miserable. So I don't care. I don't know any of them. I don't run in the same group. I don't care anything about them. And you know the funniest part about it is at the end of the day, you people who don't even know me, but yet have known the person talking about me for a good majority of their lives, and you know how that person operates, okay, even better than I do because you're really down with them, that you know their true nature, um, and you still were on that person's side and you still listen to that garbage. That's hilarious, actually. It's completely hilarious and ridiculous because you know how that person operates. But what you don't know is how I operate. But yet, more than ready to slander my name and gossip for hours at a time on the phone like a bunch of chickens and hens. I would use a different word, but it's probably not allowed on here. Starts with a P. Love you guys. Hope you got something out of it. I gotta eat some cereal. I'm hungry. Positive, love and light. Uh, I told you I'm gonna share stories of my personal stuff too. It helps me. It may help you. You've probably been down the same road before. Don't let them get to you. You don't know them. You don't run in the same circle. And why would you care? I don't. I just think it's funny now, about the opinions of people who would be willing to talk about you and they don't even know you, but they know the person who's gossiping. about that for a moment. Love you guys.